All right, this is Chris from Rekkid Talk. This is going to be my latest episode of their latest Rekkid is Great. So last week I did Fiona Apple's Fetch the Bolt Cutters, which you didn't really need me to tell you was great because all of the critics told you it was great, making the top of a lot of well-known top 10 lists. Um, Next week I'll be doing one of my favorites. See if you can figure out who I might be doing next week. But this week I'm doing something much more obscure than a Fiona Apple record. Who I am doing is this group, Noxantes, Noxantes, but I saw that it was phonetically spelled out somewhere when I was researching them, Noxantes. And so this is a CD EP. This is the only physical format. It's on, there's no vinyl, called Never Seen. So it's 5 songs. And so this is a duo that currently lives in Portland, Oregon. And so the band name's members. So there's one man, one woman. Their names, one of them is named Limba, the other one is named L. Davis. I think Limba is the woman. I'm not 100% positive on that. They do some very nice photography. They have some very nice photography on their website. I will link up to their website. I'll give you a link to their website. They have a Bandcamp as well. In fact, Bandcamp is where I discovered this band, discovered them completely. It was basically an accidental discovery, but I liked them enough that I ordered. Apparently, there were only 50 copies of this CD that I think sold out, but then they put 25 more up. But still, you can see this is a very niche product. You can also get a digital download as well. There's a YouTube page where I think you can listen to some of their music as well. I didn't check Spotify or any of the streaming sites. But anyway, so I saw this kind of described somewhere. So L. Davis lays down the initial indie alt sounds that are influenced by 80s and 90s music, and style is laced with many other genres. Limba assists on guitar and vocal. Um, and so this is pretty much do it yourself. It looks like that the songs that have been collected onto this CD EP have actually come out over, I think probably it looks like about the last 4 or 5 years. Um, so this is obviously something they're doing on the side. I noticed on their merch page they had a bunch of T-shirts. I don't happen to have any Nuances T-shirts, but it looks like um, their photography and design seems to be something that they're pretty good at. Maybe that's what they do as their main job. That I don't know. But anyway, the very first song on this, called Limits, is my personal favorite of the 5 songs. It has a really awesome bass line. There's a nice guitar riff in it. It vaguely sort of reminds me of sort of the Jesus and Mary chain, particularly sort of the Honey's Dead album, which happens to be my favorite Jesus and Mary chain album. And I think in general, if you like bands like Jesus and Mary Chain, Mazzy Star, Slow Dive, Lush, sort of that that style of bands, you would probably like Nuances. Never Seen, the second song is the title track. Both of them sing, so it's the man is singing on Limits. Both of them sing on Fingers Crossed Pose, and I think the woman's vocals, I think Limba is the woman. I'm still not 100% sure on that. If anyone knows, let me know. Right Back to Latter Days, that song is just a bit shoegazy to me. I wouldn't call them a shoegaze band, but you can tell that they probably listened to some of that music as well. And then I just jotted down the names of some bands that Bandcamp suggested if you like Nuances. So maybe I'll look into some of these bands in the future. Mogwai was the only band on that list I'd heard of. There was Erudite Stoner, Onsengin Ensemble, Grow Rich, Nothing, The Seams, and Mirkur. As I said, I don't own anything by any of these bands, and if fact, pretty much unfamiliar with them, but maybe I'll see, I'll poke around, and if another one of them grabs my fancy, and they've got a CD or a vinyl out, maybe I'll pick it up, and we could do it as a future episode. And I won't even edit out that random little iRub that I just made. So their latest record is great. Well, this is their only record. Noxantes, never seen. You can get it from them on their website or get it on Bandcamp.